up, but it says we are now live. Wifey, no F-bombs in 5 seconds. Give it at least a few minutes.
Fidget.
Oh, there's a Pidge, a Pidge. Get that cat. Give her cuddles. But, well, you gotta pick her up. Poor Pidge.
She's so confused. She doesn't.
She's trying so hard to get away. She doesn't want to be a camera kitten. Look at the poor Fidge. Oh, no, your claws are stuck. Come here, Fidge. Tell the internet hi. What do you say? What do you say?
Oh, she's so derpy.
She is too.
My baby girl.
Poor Fidge. She's such a dumb cat. She really is, guys. She's really a dumb cat.
She is. And you can tell, like, the weather is changing. We were just talking about it. The cats are going crazy.
Meow. You want to dance for everybody?
She does dance.
Dancing. Oh, she's done. Hey, Terry.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Azar.
Hello.
I love this this chat window we have because I have so many things I could have popped up over it, and I have them all hidden. So if I cursor over it, I just get all these little like boxes where things could go. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Definitely gonna work on leveling up our stuff.
That's definitely something we're going to talk about tonight. Once we actually get, our 6 o'clock and proper start.
Yeah.
Is definitely we're going to want to level some stuff up here. Looks like Kai's joining in.
Yeah, I don't oh, there's no background. He's playing.
I don't want to turn the light on.
Oh yeah. Just do it all darkness.
I wish I could get the background removal to work when there's low light, but it just does not work right. It'll be flashing random stuff all around me.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the artifacts from the webcam, and it just does not like low light.
I mean, it's not terrible. Oh, it's because I have the edges cropped out, I think.
Yeah,
I'm just out of focus.
I don't know what switch flipped on my body or brain on Friday last week, but I'm pretty sure Steve wants to kill me with a pillow because I've been coming home and like dishes, laundry, all the things.
Oh, that's all right.
I don't hear Ash.
I usually do the same
Yeah,
thing. When I get
Ash, you
home.
might be muted.
That. You know,
Happens.
I don't wear these very often, but you just want to accomplish things after work. It's amazing.
Right? It is like I just I haven't felt right for a few years, so I don't know if the CPAP is finally working or the blood pressure pill or the
Well,
bit of everything.
You doing the CPAP, getting good sleep, your blood pressure not being through the roof, all of those add up, and you will start to feel a lot better. I know when I got my blood pressure down, I started feeling immensely better.
Yeah, so this has been great. I mean, I'm sure my blood pressure is high because I'm learning how to drive the stick shift, but yeah, you see a silver Kia Soul in
Get away.
California with its hazards on. Be nice to me.
I saw a couple of them today. I'm like, wait, no, that can't be her. It's slightly the wrong time, and the car's not going sideways.
Just wait. Oh, I was gonna be nice. I bought Wayland Utani stickers, so maybe I won't give you one for your truck.
We must all support Wayland Utani, the corporation that definitely has our best interest at heart and is not going to cause any problems.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for upcoming. Mike and Ash are gonna come do some stuff on Saturday, and maybe I'll make Ash bring some turkey taco seasoning down because I got a pound of.
Oh, you ran out already?
You know what?
We only gave you
I
2
used
packs.
it. We immediately used it, and then I forgot to like buy more, so I forgot what brand it was again.
Yeah, we
I-
usually have to get a new one at the close store for more money because it's like, oh, they come in like what, packs of 5 or 6? I don't know.
On Amazon, you can get them either by singles or packs of 6, although they're literally just taking 6 single packs and putting them together. Or you go to Marvel and pay about 2.5 times more per pack, but it's right there.
I do
Yeah.
love that, Marvel, if you flip it, you get Valmar, and that was Satan and Grandia.
It's true.
I love the story in Grandia too, where it's like, yeah, Satan's coming back, so you gotta go find the all the pieces, and you gotta wake God up. Oh wait, no, it turns out God's actually dead. You need to find the pieces of Satan so you can kill it. Oh wait, no, I lied. I actually am Satan, and I was having you find my pieces so I can get power. And then you're like, well, yeah, I guess I'll just be God then. I mean,
Standard JRPG affair.
pretty standard, I mean, it's like most, every TTRPG and JRPG, episode 1, get the kitten out of the tree, episode 50, kill God.
That sounds like a good time.
Grandia 2 is one of my favorite RPGs. It's not perfect, but it has a good story. It has good gameplay. I wish they would have left like the extra dungeons and stuff in and not done Grandia Extreme that was nothing but them, because that makes Grandia Extreme very boring and leaves Grandia 2 kind of lacking. And of course, Grandia 3 is very much like, the Matrix sequels. It does not exist.
Yeah. I still haven't watched Matrix Resurrections.
And you're not missing anything.
I don't compute. Is that a new one?
That's the one that came out like 4 years ago.
Didn't see it.
I think it kind of removes the other 2 sequels.
I mean, they all needed to be removed. Although, I actually watched The Matrix a few months ago, and without the nostalgia glasses, it really isn't a good movie, which is kind of sad.
But was it entertaining?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was entertaining to watch it again and see like, oh, look how like cutting edge this was. Yeah, it was. Was. I was like, yeah, these two
Some
characters,
movies.
they have this ordained, they're gonna fall in love, and it's in the prophecies and this and that, and then there's like zero chemistry between them the entire movie. Like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's like teenage gothy fanfic. Like, yeah, that's not that's not what you're trying to do there.
Yeah, we watched the new Fantastic Four recently, and
Ugh.
it's better than the old ones.
That's
A
not
little
saying
bit.
much, though.
A little bit. I think I enjoyed it more just because I knew a little bit about the comics. So I knew more of what this could mean, and then they didn't do much with it, so it kind of was still disappointing.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet.
It's just
The
without
pacing is
s-
very weird.
It's weird. I don't like when they just like, we're here now. It's this time. It's been a month. It's been 3 months.
That
It's
was a big
like-
issue, is the sense of like time passing isn't really there. They make one reference where a month has passed, and then things happen. It's like, how much time has passed now? Because there's a lot of things happen, but it feels like it was just yesterday.
Fun.
Like a big exposition dump where it's like, hey, here's all this stuff really quick.
No. It was like, oh, we're rallying the world together to work on something, and they get it done. It's like, how long did that take? The looming threat is on its way, but we don't have a time of how long it's going to take to get there. And so you get all this done, but it's like, we don't know if you got it in the nick of time, if you had time to spare, if it's been a year.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's the problem when you have one team traveling at basically as fast as light speed, but actually it would be way more than the speed of light because the distances we're talking about are way too big to go in a month. And then the person coming after them is kind of right behind them, but
Leon
not.
is under you. It's on your right side.
Just
I didn't like
weird.
it. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Well, that's the thing with they've gotten way better with comic adaptations, but there's still a ways to go. Like
I think they also were trying to make up for how useless Sue Storm was in the prior movies, so they just didn't define her powers in this one, so she could do whatever the fuck she wanted.
yeah, that was like I love the Tank Girl movie because I love the Tank Girl comics.
But
It's a
terrible.
bad movie. It is horrible. If you haven't read the comics, it will make no sense whatsoever because you need all of this extra information to be able to really like understand what's going on. They also didn't do near enough with Sergeant Small Unit. I mean, you have a villain named Sergeant Small Unit and you don't hardly use him.
So just to find out, because you'll watch eventually, but Steve, you at least know the importance of Franklin Reed Richards' son, right?
Yes.
The fact that he can create universes when he's 4,
Yes.
and a whole comic line where he makes Galactus his herald.
Yeah, no, they did a lot with him in some of the like odd comics. I almost feel like they were making fun of some of the like Superman tropes with him.
It's just so this movie has Franklin Richards and Galactus, and you expect things to happen and they don't.
Yeah, you expect some sort of an interaction when you have two.
I know they're
characters
not going to
you
go
know
that
do it.
far first introducing him, especially since he's born in the movie.
Well,
But it
no-
just didn't do it.
No spoilers, but Alien Earth is fucking amazeballs, and go watch it.
Yeah,
I mean, I've watched it.
it's
I
it's
know.
good. It doesn't feel much like an ending and more like a mid-season ending. So I really hope they add more to it.
I believe they got greenlit for a second season.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't they be? There's bunch of
As big of a hit as that has
not
been.
fanboys.
It has
Yeah.
not been officially renewed, but
Hmm.
there are encouraging signs.
Look, the sheep has furry porn. That's all that matters. The furries clearly like the sheep. So,
Bad Steve. You talk about me saying F-bombs.
well, you already dropped an F-bomb.
Well, yeah, but that's different than
Furry
alien.
porn is worse than an F-bomb.
Yeah, except the algorithm's like,
That's the
oh,
F-bomb."
furries. We send the furries over here. That's what we do. No, I really enjoyed Alien Earth. I think I'm gonna watch Twisted Metal next for my TV series, but
Yes. We need to just, well, we need to record a couple videos tomorrow, but yeah, maybe this weekend we can start Twisted Metal.
I'll just binge it.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be our Sunday like rest, because we're not gonna get a lot of rest.
Yeah, but I haven't been up to my parents in like a week, so Sunday
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be up there.
Yeah. Go up early and then come home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might do something like that.
You also have to decide what next Star Trek you're gonna watch. Oh, we still have another movie left.
Yeah, still have another movie, and then I gotta watch another Star Trek.
Well, you have to decide if you're gonna watch the Next Generation movies after the original movies. or if you're
We
gonna
might
go
be a
in
little
between.
quiet, Terry. Let me see if I got them dropped. I do have them dropped just a little bit.
Rude.
You dropped
can't-
us
I
when
can't
we were
judge that.
babies.
Because
I mean,
What?
We
again,
were
every time I watch,
defenseless babies.
whenever I tune in, it always feels like your Twitch and your YouTube, just the volume is way lower than everyone else I listen to.
Me?
The whole channel.
Yeah, no, I tried bumping that on the last video. I actually did a second render of the latest video. I definitely got to bump our audio up. I don't know why it's so quiet to start.
Yeah, just
And
for reference, when I listen to stuff, I have a volume slider on my mouse wheel, and I put it like 20%, and that's what I normally listen to. And for you guys, I can't even hear anything unless I push like 40.
Yeah, so I've normalized it for what is recommended for YouTube, and I think most people just do higher than that because it's so quiet.
Although I notice when I edit videos and when he edit videos, my sound comes out better. So I don't know what I'm doing that he's not, or what setting I'm clicking.
But yeah, I went ahead and bumped everyone's volume. That should help. I don't think I have anybody's individual volumes dropped. Okay, I went ahead and bumped everyone a little bit more on my end as well, since it does grab my headphone audio. So it might deafen me, but that's all right.
What are you drinking, baby?
I have generic cola with Scotch whiskey in it.
Oh, okay. That's boring. I really need to open the bottle of pumpkin spice wine or whatever I bought.
Pumpkin spice, all the things.
I should make Ash and Mike try it on Saturday to make up for that bottle of wine they brought.
We didn't
That
buy
time.
it. It was
Brought.
free.
Yeah.
You didn't have to like it. You didn't even have to drink it if you didn't like it.
We just
We
gave it to
didn't
the only
force
people
you.
who might want it.
Oh, I didn't drink it. Steve drank it.
He didn't even have to drink it. He could have just thrown it away, just down the.
I actually think we did toss a little bit of it because it was a little stout.
Oh, that is odd. Terry says he has us at 77% and it's still not loud, but he was playing Space Marines 2 at 33%. That is weird. Why are we so low?
So
I can hear
I
you guys
un-
just fine.
yeah,
So,
if
I
I
don't know.
unmute us on YouTube, it's fine. Oh, but my volume's all the way up. Okay.
All right, I bumped some.
My volume is always at 100%, but then I turn my headphones down if needed.
That's what I do too.
Oh, see, I put some gain on it and immediately we're just peaking. We'll see though. We'll see what Terry says. See if that bumped you guys a bit.
We're gonna get it locked in and then take hiatus for a month.
And change everything.
Change everything.
Oops, we went to a new system. Now our sound is bad again.
Well, and I think we are going to be short of Kel tonight. He was not feeling the best.
I think Amanda's fighting traffic across town.
Aw.
Yeah, Amanda got caught in some gnarly traffic, so.
As one does in Fresno, that's what it's for. Fresno's all about bad traffic.
Yep.
I actually didn't see Kel say that he might miss tonight.
He messaged me directly.
Ah.
Okay, so everybody but me is loud. I did not put gain on me, so let me put gain on me.
Not all free
Steve being
alcohol,
quiet's a very unusual thing.
the best alcohol.
Okay, I bumped my gain 2 now, so everybody should be louder. Which will be nice.
I don't know anything.
Well, it's because we only get it from the Discord side, so, it's not... Oy. I was going to make another stab at the first vault in Borderlands 4 today, but I didn't do it.
We need to figure out the crash thing on mine.
Well, we know what it likely is. We just have to do the setting.
Do the setting.
Oh, and Steve, we have to have you go into a Monster Hunter and help us kill Omega.
Yeah, I know Nico's been working on it. Apparently, it's actually hard.
Yeah,
It
even
is
the
hard.
non-savage version is hard.
Yeah,
So,
it's...
So it sucks because I like Lance. That means I am going to tank. The problem is I have to redo all my gear to properly tank him because he can one-shot me. And he likes to do attacks so quickly back to back that if I click the button to start the end of my combo, I can't cancel that. And he will put a thing under me that's going to hit in a second. I cannot finish my attack before it hits me.
Yeah, I guess...
So if I just happen to hit it at the wrong time, I'm going to take it full damage unblockable because I can't stop the attack I already started.
Yep. I guess Nico forgot that I was playing Greatsword in Wilds. She's like, "We need you on the gun lance." I'm like, I'm not doing gun lance this time. I mean, I guess I could make one. I could make a gun lance and gear up real quick, but I've got Greatsword. So I might
Also,
either...
apparently, another issue we have is if you're playing with people and you have someone who is using either lance or gun lance as a tank, you should have a hunting horn with a heal on their melodies, because the person guarding will not have time to heal themselves. There is no time to put your lance away and heal before an attack can hit you.
Okay.
So you
I
really
need
have
you.
to just be a tank and not really try to kill it as the tank.
I really wish that I had gotten into or enjoyed this Monster Hunter.
It's not great.
I mean,
I just-
it's pretty.
I actually really enjoyed Rise more than any of them lately, just because Rise, it was easier. I'm not going to say anything different. The expansion made it a little bit more difficult, but the controls were not traditional rigid Monster Hunter. They had a lot more fluidity to them, so you didn't feel like the game was just screwing you sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's a
Yeah.
lot of it being Monster Hunter Portable and not Monster Hunter main team. The portable team always does a little bit faster, tighter controls. But you get the new one, you're like, okay, Wild, it's cool, it's pretty, it's got stuff. I still feel like the roster was lacking.
It was too small.
Way too small. I would have liked to see a lot more returning monsters. I would have loved to see them get into some of like... So, okay, they keep using Kulu-Yaku. They keep using him over and over and over and over. They keep using like the same two little like early game raptors. Do you have any idea how many of the little raptor monsters we haven't seen in a while? Like Great
They all
Macau,
kind of blend to me, so I don't really notice.
Great Macau would have looked great. He would have looked amazing. He would have fit that setting so good. Where's Great Macau? You can't add him in later because he's such an early game monster.
I'm surprised we didn't have Pookie Pookie in there. He could
Yeah,
have
Pookie
easily
would have been,
fit in the rainforest area.
Yeah, Pookie would have fit in there very well.
Or Coral
Tyrion,
Pookie.
we gotta blend some world. You, me, and Kel, because Kel needs to learn too.
Yeah, I felt like I didn't get to play kind of with everybody else, so by the time I got to play, I was really behind and playing by myself, and just not fun.
Yeah, I don't like the current in-game loop, but I can say the same thing about Rise. I did not like Rise's original in-game loop. I liked Sunbreak's in-game loop.
I don't know. I was
the
replaying Monster Hunter Stories too.
The other issue with Omega is the scaling on him is different than every other fight in Wilds. He does not scale linearly from 1 to 4. It's basically solo and then 4-player. The difference between 2 players and 4 is almost nothing.
So very much like we had in
Like World.
GU.
Or like Original World, where the scaling was basically single versus multiplayer.
Yeah.
There's some scaling, but it's way cranked towards 4-player.
Do you know what I just realized? I can play Monster Hunter World on my PC now because I have glasses.
Yes, you can.
It really sucks when you love video games and you don't realize how bad your eyesight is, or you do and you just don't get it fixed, and everything makes you sick.
Yeah, Thierry, if you want to play World, you poke at me when you want to play, or you ask me to invite you into the Bagel Brigade where there's just a whole bunch of people that play.
Although they're all playing different games at different times.
We are all playing different games at different times, but it's really, 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 really not hard to get like Nico to play a Monster Hunter. Like you'd be like, "Hey, Nico, want to play Monster Hunter?" And then it's like, "Yeah, I'm already online and just made the hub." Like I didn't even tell you what game we were playing.
Well, and I'll pop into World. I think I actually am pretty far in World on PC because I just forced myself to.
Well, and I liked Insect Glaive in World. I really liked Glaives in World.
I have a fat boy.
I had Fuzz over here, but she dodged. Let's see.
Always
Mr.
when my other
Jenkins
monitor becomes bright as the sun.
Mr. Jenkins is
Dark
getting
mode.
his sauce on lately.
Apparently, Home Depot's website overrides dark mode.
We need to find a home for Mr. Slim Jim
Yeah, we
because
do.
he is the most cuddly freaking cat on the planet.
I went out there this morning. He's been waiting for me in the morning. So I went out this morning and he does his little beepy meow, comes up, I pick him up, and he's cuddling against me and he curls into a cinnamon roll in my arms, but with both his paws out, doing biscuits on my chest. Like, this is a random stray cat, and he is the most loving, like, friendly cat we have.
Yeah, we fed him last night, and instead of eating, he wanted love and curled up in my chest and just like pushed so hard for pets. I think he might actually get the brain cell.
Yeah, I think he gets it every once in a while.
Oh, just because I was reminded of it when my phone started to ring, or wanted to ring, but it's on silent. I love that I finally found something for AI that I love. My phone now screens calls and literally like asks people like, who are you and what are you calling about? And I'll see if they're available.
Oh, the good use of AI kill the other robots.
The good use of AI, be a secretary.
All right, Thierry, I sent you a Discord invite to Bagel Brigade.
Oh, it looks like the other half of Ash's desk got delivered.
Nice.
The stand-up desk. He has a stand-up desk. You know how many times he stood up and desked? Like, once? Maybe? Not even like a full day. Just like, he stood at it for a minute. I'm like, can we switch
But I
desks?
can
He
at
goes,
least
"No."
get under the desk and manage cables
Yeah.
without killing myself.
Oh yeah, Steve just got a new power brick. Yeah, that was fun.
And the main reason I didn't really care about being a stand desk. I just needed a solid desk that has a good frame, solid top, because when I make packages on the desktop, I'm using the giant roll of packing tape. And on my old desk, my monitors would be flailing around every time I pull a piece of tape off.
Yeah. I'm sure when we move, we're gonna end up getting new desks because these are Steve's has been modified to shit, and yeah. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to
I
it.
took my desktop off and took a chisel to the bottom to make a gap so I could put my keyboard brace on it.
I think possibly the weekend after we get back from Michigan, we'll be able to take you up and check out the house.
Nice.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, they took down a tree, right? Where the house is gonna be, and I was just like, "Oh, the tree's gone. Okay." Well, there's wood, but it was fast. And his dad's crew is not usually fast.
Yeah.
They're the slowest people most
Because
of the
they're all in their 60s.
Yeah. You need to just stop.
I mean,
Yeah,
And the ones
Yeah.
that aren't in their 60s have major health problems.
You
Or
just
both.
described like a lot of us, Mike. Don't do that.
no, you're all fast compared to these people. You're Sonic compared
I'm-
to these people.
No, you got me all wrong. I'm 90 years old, guys.
You look
Yeah,
great.
it'll be nice to get a look around just so my brain can correlate space.
Yeah, get everything figured out. But yeah, definitely. I've got my desk is sitting on like 8-inch risers to get it the level up because I had to put a keyboard brace on because I got my drawing tablet in front of me and I had to keep moving things and changing things to get it to work. Although we did just put monitor stands on them and that makes it so much better.
These monitor stands are real nice.
It's a single stand that goes in the back. The clamp was actually like wide enough to get around the bar on this desk, so I didn't have to do any modifications to it. And it holds all 3 monitors on one arm, so there's nothing on the desk on the sides. So I'm not having to like stumble around all my stuff for holding the monitors up. I picked these one out because it had the option of mounting on like a single post that you drill through the desk. I'm like, yeah, I can drill through this bar and put this on here if I have to, but then the clamp worked. I was so happy that the clamp worked.
And on that note,
hey guys, 6 o'clock. Welcome to 4 Cozy Cat Games, session 15 of Dragonbane. If you're just joining us for the first time, I have bad news. We finished the campaign last episode, which means this is our post game, actual full length. Let's talk about the game, the campaign, our characters, the settings, what we liked, what we disliked. We're going to go over all of that today. We have 2 missing players who may or may not join us a little bit later. We'll introduce them when they drop in. For now, I am Steve. I will wave so you can see which one I am. I'm your generally your game master. Obviously, we're not running a game tonight, so I'm just the guy with the talk button this time. So I was the game master for Dragonbane. Let's go. Let's go just loop around. We'll go Czar next. Czar, you look like you need to go next.
Okay, I'm Czar / Necro, depending on where you know me from, and I was playing Gerhis, the lizard folk hunter, and yeah, he was a little guy.
He was definitely a little guy. Now, it would have been Mike next, but it looks like Kel just jumped in and got in the way. Kel, are you with us?
No, Mike's not allowed to be happy.
Okay. Kel,
I'm not today.
You joined in right in time for it to be your turn to introduce yourself.
Great. I'm Kel.
Kermit.
I do have yeah, I do have a face. I promise. It's not today, or at least not at the moment.
Yeah, you took your face off.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I want his face off. I'm still playing Murzog. Damn the end of the adventure. Murzog will never die unless he does. But so far, track record's good on that.
All right. Then it is Mike's turn.
I'm Mike.
Anyway, I'm Kel. I mean,
I was playing Rasker Thornwake, a pirate sea dog, sea wolf. Yeah, we had a little bit of a change in the character through time. Started getting a little more brave towards the end, and ended up taking the Dragon Slayer sword and loving that thing.
That was so nice. So yeah, so you played the actual salty dog.
Yes.
Let's go around. It is Megan. You're next.
all right. Hi, everybody. I am Megan. I am the other half of 4 Cozy Cat Games, and I was playing Peaches Thunderpaw. I was a one-trick bard. Definitely will do some things differently if we run this again or when we run this again. But yeah.
All right. Last but not least, we got Ash.
MASH. I played Peoria Billiard. I was a mallard and a thief, and I lived up to that title there. I was it. I made sure I took a lot of that stuff at the end there. Even when someone else stole it first, I stole it again. And
Nice. And our last
mine.
missing player is Amanda. She played Verkath Lunarsong, who was a halfling axe-wielding maniac.
Yes.
It was amazing. I guess I could have said also I played a cat.
Yes, you were a cat. You were the little cat folk, or catkin, or whatever they called him in this one.
Yeah.
All right. So we ran the basic like core. It's not really a starter set. It's like the core set. We ran the adventure that comes in that. We did take 2 of the adventures out just because they didn't really mesh with the party well. I made you guys do some other ones that didn't mesh, and it didn't really work, so I ended up leaving 2 of them off. So other than those 2, we did the entire book. We did have to modify a few things as we went. And I'm sure we got lots of rules wrong and lots of things wrong, but it doesn't matter. We had fun.
That's all that matters.
So yeah, what did everybody
Kel.
think about Dragonbane?
I liked it.
I think I had the most experience playing. And overall, I really liked it. It was really nice to get into the meat instead of just one shots, which don't really give you a good like overview necessarily. But yeah, love the level up system.
And I agree, the level up system is nice. I do think the whole system is actually really great for one shots because it's so easy to know how your rolls work. It's literally
It flows.
what's on your sheet, that's what you need to beat. It's not what's the enemy have, it changes on every encounter, which is nice. But I do feel like the system, I know Steve went way easy on us after the first couple sessions where by the book we would have basically died. It's a very lethal campaign setting for both sides, which
Yeah.
kind of makes you feel like you don't have a lot of control over what's going to happen unless the game master is being a little too nice.
Yeah, because a lot of the monsters, it's not like most systems where it's like, oh yeah, everybody gets 1 turn per round. So some of the monsters might get 2 or 3 turns per round. Some of them are just, it gets turns equal to the number of players, or the number of players minus 1. So a lot of them get a lot of turns, and they can do a really high amount of damage very quickly. And since there's no level ups, you could make a character that only has a handful of health and never gets more.
Yeah, luckily I think all of us had extremely high con because I think we knew going in, and the people who hadn't played yet, okay, you had 11, I think, didn't you? Or 12?
At
That's
11.
still a lot because no one made con their dump stat.
That was my dump stat.
Because we could have easily had people with like 7 health.
Yeah.
That could absolutely
We also got
happen.
extremely lucky when Steve didn't slow roll the final encounter. He just got really shit rolls on the damage for
I got
everything.
really bad rolls. I kept
Oh,
rolling.
he hit you
like-
all for 1 damage.
I hit you for 1 damage. It could have done 12, but I hit you for 1.
Yeah, no, that was overall, I mean, I honestly, after playing D&D and running D&D for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, having something that is more lethal is actually more entertaining for me personally, but I know it's not for everybody.
That is definitely one of
mean-
my things I don't like in 5e is most 5e games, the players are never in danger.
Well, once you know the system, now that now
Yeah.
he can throw all the stuff at us. next time.
I suppose that's true, but it also, I think that's, I don't know. In my experience with that, the lethality of 5e had to do more with like the DM not wanting to kill his friends. Then
I mean,
it could be plenty lethal if you want.
I
to
don't
be.
care.
Yeah,
I
just-
will kill all my players, and I
Yeah,
had
know.
more deaths than most of the DMs, but not by that much. Unless you're
Yeah,
doing
I
D&D.
would-
There's a legless Kenneth out there that remembers just how much.
But yeah, I would say with 5e, it's more that the rules as written are easier, like, than this, I would say. Because he kept saying as we were playing this, oh, he would have this many turns, and I didn't give them to him or whatever. So, yeah. It sounds like it would be easier rules as written for
Yeah, and as
D&D
Thierry
5e.
says, as Thierry says, the last 5e game he played, they tripled the HP for all monsters, and it was still almost no challenge. That is a big flaw in the way mechanically 5e works, is adding health to the monsters doesn't really make them harder. It's the action economy that you have to try to balance. And you can do like, oh yeah, here's this little dragon. It's not that hard. Add 3 kobolds, now it's lethal.
Or
Yeah,
lair action.
That's the hard thing.
Just again, I haven't played a lot of 5e. I've played very limited amounts, but I did
Same.
play a lot of 2e. I had AD&D originally, and the one thing I noticed is way different is 5e just doesn't have you fight much. Like you
No,
do not have
not like-
large
not like the other
encounters.
ones did.
2e was like combat heavy.
Yeah, the 5e definitely tried to lean more towards the roleplay aspect, which you can see in if you played Adventures League. Like originally, it's like cool, we run experience, and they're like, no, we want to incentivize players to do things. So now it's more like this weird milestone. Like if you surmount this boss, whether you killed him or talked him down, or you get the same experience. And then they went into like straight up, no, we just do checkpoints. No, we just do milestones. No, and by the end of us doing Adventures League at the store, I hated it. Like, oh, you play today, you level up. No.
Yeah. It was Interesting, which is why
Yeah,
this sword isn't
2E,
on it
like
anymore.
all your experience was combat. You'd get little rewards at the end of if a pre-made quest, but if your GM was doing their own thing, they might not. It's just all your experience was from combat, and you did not get a lot of experience for most
Well,
combat.
In some of the systems, I don't know if it was 2E or not, but some of the older ones you could get experience from treasure. Like if you find loot.
Yeah, 2E had a
then
lot of that
some-
written into the campaigns.
Yeah.
That'd be great for me.
Actually, the accursed 4E had a ridiculous amount of that, but we don't speak of that one.
I understand why.
Yeah, my experience with prior systems is very limited. It's usually secondhand stories. Like I don't have any Adventure League experience other than coming in on the tail end of I think what gave Steve and Megan their opinions on it, because I just remember showing up and being like, Adventure League, that doesn't sound like something I'm interested in, and then one of you going, yeah, fuck that. Like,
yeah, you came in right at the tail end of us running Adventure League at the store, and
yeah.
it
sounds like I dodged a bullet.
You dodged a bullet. It wasn't bad. I'm sure there were stores that
Okay.
ran it amazing and it got some good turnout for it. It gave people a way to play. It gave you a way to have a character, and if you went like on vacation and there was another store and you wanted to play at, you could just walk in with your character sheet, sit down and play. But it was so hard to like actually like have any balance to it. And as a GM, if you're running it, you have to run everything as written 100%. You cannot modify anything. So if something isn't working for the party and it's making it not fun, tough. They can deal.
Yeah, I'm very lucky that I dodged that. That sounds like I think I was very lucky that I ended up at your table, because it definitely kind of kickstarted my re-interest in this. For a long time I had kind of like a sour taste in my mouth from a lot of TTRPGs, just because you play them as a teenager with your other teenage friends who also don't know the system and aren't really at the stage of the life where collaboration is fun. Boy, learning that you could just say, hey, no PvP, no, you can't attack each other for magic items, was a huge like, oh my god, this is so much more fun now. Like,
that is one rule I did like in Adventures League, is PvP was strictly banned.
Okay, yeah,
And evil characters.
You could be lawful evil.
Yeah, but not truly evil.
You could not
like
be
the
neutral
idea of evil
evil
characters,
or
but,
chaotic
like, yeah,
evil. And honestly, most DMs that have any sense ban neutral evil anyways.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I would love to honestly see, I know that a lot of stores are hopping on the Dragonbane or the Daggerheart train, but I would love to see more stores hop on the Dragonbane train.
I would like to see more Dragonbane. It's actually the most popular system over in Sweden. But yeah, it's like, I know Candela Obscura was one that I was interested in. I've read some stuff on. I got the books. Dragonbane or Daggerheart's interesting. I really need to get some more information on that.
And we have the books.
And I got the books.
Of course you do.
Well, I mean, I've got all of
Literally,
them.
I got one of the first 6 copies in the game store.
I'm looking over there at our stack of Vossen we just got, and wow, we got some Vossen.
It cracked me up because yesterday I was there and one of the workers, Aiden, said, "Hey, did you get your copy of Dragonbane?" And the manager looks over and goes, "Yeah, first copy."
Yeah.
I'll have to look more into it. He's been keeping me posted as he's learning more and like running stuff. But yeah, I've taken like 2 or 3 cursory glances through the rules, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm very whelmed by it. Like I'm just like, yeah, it's different, but like
feels overwhelming.
I don't feel overwhelmed by it. I feel like I don't get why everyone's so excited about it. It's like I'm just like, it's all right. It's
yeah.
Yeah. But we are drifting from the topic at hand, which is Dragonbane. That's what we're here to talk about.
Dragonbane.
Yeah, we were trying to compare at first, and then it sort of...
And then the comparisons just kept rolling down the hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's something someone touched on earlier that I wanted to echo. Dragonbane was very cool. I would like it to see it as a more one-shot. I think it's very good for like a pick up and play. It felt like there wasn't maybe enough substance there, at least. Like, I don't know. It just the length of our adventure felt good. It was like we're getting to a point where I'm like, I've got like 4 options, if maybe 3, really 2. And it's fun. It's nice. It's pick and play. I love the level up, but like if I was gonna play an adventure, I think I'd want more meat.
Yeah.
I feel like too it would track differently in person because games are always different online, right?
That is
Like
very true.
I think if maybe we had done this instead of maybe Alien, it might be a different, because they're a similar system, not similar system,
Maybe.
but similar feel.
I feel like Aliens gave me a lot of there was a lot of options on what you could.
There was a lot of
and-
options. The next one's gonna have even more. Yeah, no, I definitely like this core set rule book as far as the adventure goes. So every single one of the little mini adventures we did is able to be ran as a one shot. You can just pick up and run any one you want as a one shot. There's also some additional one shots. They release one every year at Free RPG Day. I haven't checked to see if this year's is up yet. It wasn't last time I
No.
checked. It was pretty good. It was more puzzle based. The one before was a mixture of combat and puzzles, and I think they missed a little bit on that one as far as what could have been. But it's still good. So
That's something that we haven't touched on yet. The puzzles that were in the pre-made adventure.
yeah, puzzles.
if
Yeah,
I run this
Jesus Christ.
again, I will gut all of the puzzles and redo them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just a translation thing. Like maybe they make a lot more sense overseas, where in native tongue and all of that, in that culture. Maybe the puzzles make more sense, but a lot of them are like, yeah, why would anybody do this?
Yeah. Yeah, like the weight one, there was no way,
That
there's
was-
no
yeah.
indication of like.
And we almost got it by accident, but
almost
yeah,
got
but that was
by-
just
you
us-
have to have the perfect weight distribution. It's like, okay,
That was
our
us
party
walking
really doesn't
through
have a way to
stand-
do that.
Yeah, that was
what
us
the GM
walking through
decided.
standard like game
Yeah,
tropes.
and again,
like, oh yeah, like
the last year's Free RPG Day one had a similar puzzle that was written better because you actually could like get a sense of what you were supposed to do from the room, whereas it's like, hey, there's 4 scales, have fun.
Except that we didn't even know there were scales.
No, you didn't know
They're
there were
just
scales. You just
tiles.
knew there were buttons.
It was just colored bricks on the ground or
Yeah, just
symbols
squares,
on the
just
ground.
squares. Two dragons, 2 demons.
Yeah.
I feel like that
Yeah.
that puzzle would work if if you're at a physical table game and they had like a little contraption so you can show us what's happening in the room as we walk across it, so we'd have an idea that the ground's moving based off our weight or something.
Or maybe put a mural on the wall that had a mini lore dump that would, give you an idea that you were supposed to balance
Yeah.
something.
Or just scratches on the wall from a prior.
One,
Adventure,
and the really
so you
fun
like
one
the-
is it just says to balance between the dragons and the demons. The fact that there's 4, 2 of each is irrelevant. As long as the weight on both of them is the same, dragon plus dragons equals demon plus demons, you're fine.
So wouldn't it automatically
So-
work just because 0 plus 0 is 0?
Well, it has to be greater than 0.
So I will say
And those
they don't
Swedes are
have
tricky.
they don't have this year's adventure. They have the last 2 years' adventures, and they have a bunch of extra stuff for the Path of Glory, which is the campaign book that they
Oh.
released, which I'm actually interested in kind of pawing through and seeing. But yeah, they have a lot of free handouts.
They have a lot, and Free League is amazingly good at actually giving you proper downloads and supports for anything you buy from them. You can always download character sheets. You can always download maps and player handouts. You can always get those things.
So no crazy search on the internet to find the one thing from Curse of Strahd that they don't give you.
Of course.
But
yeah,
the
no, I just-
level up system for me is
that was good.
like
That was
I
a lot of
really
fun.
like, are you participating? And I think in just it's so nice. Like, are you participating? Did you do this? Did you interact with your rival, or that those are
Encourage you
good
to
questions.
interact with your flaw.
It,
and,
it does.
I
it
feel like
does
that
encourage
made
you to
less
actually
sense for
roleplay.
Alien. The friend and the
Yeah,
against it. I was like, I can't I don't know these people well enough to be like, you're my friend, you're my foe.
yeah.
I
and
don't know. I
it-
just
without
picked a name.
without deeper role play, it kind of just turned into who am I choosing to work with and not work with today? Like,
I think
Yeah.
in Alien, that system works better in the cinematic play, where you're basically doing a one shot, and it just kind of like, oh right, so for the party dynamic, since your character's already made, I like this guy, I don't like this guy. I think
That
that
makes a lot
really
more
helps
sense,
get the
yeah.
one shot going and get that feel going. So I think that works better in Alien than it does in Dragonbane. But I do like that, Dragonbane has a lot of the like, hey, here's your character flaw. Please interact with your flaw. Hey,
Yeah.
did you play? Did you explore a new thing? Did you overcome an obstacle without force? I love that one is in there because that means you have an incentive to not just kill everything.
I
But they'll still
know
try to kill
murder
us.
hobo.
well, I was
Yes.
still trying to get us to befriend everybody, and you're all like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I don't want to fight them."
You missed
Maybe
so
I
many
dodged
things
it.
by such a
duck-
small little roll. There was
The
so
duck
many
and
times, like the first night that you guys killed, like you didn't miss him by very much. It was just like, oh, cool. There's people out here where I'm fighting the demon, the cultists. These are cultists, and you get one chance to kind of explain yourself beforehand. You failed it by just a little bit, and then once the combat starts, nobody made an attempt to go ahead and talk down because you could have talked him down mid combat. You would have just been giving your turn.
It just seemed very unreasonable, so why would we try?
Why would you
Yeah.
try? And you killed him. I don't even think everybody got a turn. He died fast.
No.
I
Whenever
got
we were
it.
fighting
Okay.
one thing at a time, generally the combat ended with people not even taking an action.
Well, I definitely feel like, especially for Dragonbane, party balance composition is 100% key. Like having a spellcaster, having
We did
Good
really
thing
well
we
with
did.
that spellcaster. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, like,
That's about spellcaster.
and again, like one of the adventures we skipped is like kind of a Groundhog Day where the village does not remember that the day is resetting each time, but you do. And it's really fun, and I want to run it at some point. But I was looking like, yeah, but it's not gonna do good with this party. It's not. They're not gonna enjoy this. They're not gonna be able to enjoy the mechanics. So skip.
I mean, at least you know most of us well enough, all of us well enough to know we're not going to enjoy something.
Yeah.
Instead of us murdering you in your sleep.
Well, yeah. So, what about characters, classes? What was everyone's take on that?
Again, fun for it. This I really like this system for one shots or like short adventure. It felt like it was all these classes felt really easy to pick. Like I'm reading through them, I'm like I got what everything does. Pick it real quick. Know how I'm going to operate in the world. Yeah, I again just due to how not meaty how it is, not like super taken by it, but like yeah, I felt everything fit a niche pretty well.
I think it's the action economy is what makes it feel so good for one shots and not good for a long campaign, because it doesn't matter how good our stats got. We can do one. Well, Kel was the only one who was actually able to do anything other than one thing in a round.
And I built
And
into
all
it,
his
yeah.
thing was
Yeah.
blocking for somebody. That was his only other thing he could do.
Well, and as Jason says, if you push for more rolls outside of normal combat, then you can gain things with that method of leveling. That is very true, but that is also why I did only 2 checks, only 2 rolls for things, because otherwise it's like,
That felt
yeah,
like a
cool,
good-
we all roll. Oh yeah, cool, we all roll. And that was especially running Adventure League. That drove me insane. Like, yeah, okay, I check for traps. I don't get it. Well, I check for traps. Well, you don't find anything. Oh, I check for traps. No. You don't all go check for traps. That's not how that works. You don't all
That's
make an
really
attempt to insight. You don't all make it. If you want more than 2, you better make me a really good reason. Which I gave you guys more than 2 a couple times during that. You
Yeah,
gotta
but you
give
always
me a
explain
reason
why.
for it.
That makes a lot of I actually really like that. I thought that was a good way to approach it, because it's just one of those weird game things where it's like, okay, yeah, if you're in a dungeon, someone's looking for traps. It doesn't make sense for everyone not to look for traps, but then it
Yeah.
bogs down the game, like you said, and it's like
Well, because there's I look around the
it
room
just
for
makes it
traps,
arbitrary,
and
and-
then there's I specifically look at this thing for traps. Those are different.
yes, yeah. I'm just part, but talk about the general idea. But I think your approach of just being very clear cut ahead of time, 2, establish it as a rule, and then if there was a circumstance making it 1 or 3 or whatever, it applied
Yeah, and
narratively. I thought that was a good
for a similar thing, when I run a more standard like 5e style system with more standard difficulty classes, one of my things that I always rule is if you repeat a check, the difficulty class went up every time. It will never go down, it will only go up. So if you just keep poking at something, you will eventually get it to the point that you can't possibly get it. And I've had
That's what
players not
happened before.
understand that.
People kept trying to break them down. They're invincible now. They built up immunity.
Yeah, one of our games we ran, what was the furry game we ran? We had a player who didn't mesh right off the bat, and he kept trying like the same. I do this. You failed it. Literally, there's a pony-sized centaur, and he was trying to hide underneath her tail. Like, no, you're 3 feet tall, and she's 3 feet tall. You're not hiding without her knowing that. It's a really high difficulty class, and you failed. So, like, by the 9th time you've tried this, you know this is like a DC 60, right? You can't possibly get this. Do something else.
Jason is mentioning pushing rolls. I feel like we didn't do as much of that for this as maybe we did when we did Alien at home.
It's not as in your face in this one because it's
It also gives you those conditions which can really screw you after a couple pushes. Obviously, alien stress dice are bad, but having Bane on any roll that uses an entire category of your stats for every push you do, you push 2 rolls, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, you're
you only have about 2 or 3 things you can possibly have a condition that doesn't affect you.
I thought it was cool that you were like playing into an emotion or a state of being. That was kind of a nice touch.
You had to explain it.
Yeah, you had to justify.
I'm angry. I'm scared.
Like, oh, I'm going to take disheartened. Why? Why is this disheartening you? What make that make sense to me?
Then the issue came that there were other situations where I'm like, I don't know if any of these emotions really make sense, and it's like, well, then would I push if I wouldn't, I guess I'm just gonna get angry at this thing, and it's kind of silly, and it's like, which is fine for our merry band.
Murzoc Spanish.
Murzoc Spanish, yeah. But Murzoc was the most refined out of all of you, that. But yeah.
Any other points on characters, classes, available? I guess don't call them races in this one.
The only thing I would say is sometimes, like, some classes don't have anything they can spend their will points on. So I just had almost maximum at the end of every session.
So
that's why I kept pushing to use my sea legs, because it's like my class ability, it only has an ability that happens when we're in water that I could drown or freeze in. That's the only time I can use willpower.
A lot of them, when you're building your character, is you'll take a class that doesn't spend willpower and then take a kin that does, or you'll take a kin that doesn't spend willpower to take a class that does. Because otherwise, like, if you took a kin and a class that both have a good willpower spend, you're going to be at 0. A lot. You're going to spend most of the time
a lot of willpower.
Well, because I think, between Kel and I, we spent the most willpower.
I mean, at the end of the game, I was literally spending 7 willpower a turn, so...
I think I would have liked to have seen the special abilities. What is it? The extra...
The heroic abilities?
The heroic abilities. I think that getting a better idea at the beginning. Yeah, because I felt like those didn't really come into play too much. And then by the time we got them, we were done.
Mine did on the last fight, but it made a trivial fight even more trivial. So.
Yeah, same here. I got the Dragon Slayer heroic ability when I finally got an 18, the second to last session. And it's like, cool, the final dungeon is all demons and stuff, so I can actually use this. It's like every turn I can finally use willpower after the entire campaign of not using it. And all it did was just make the fight end an extra turn faster.
And again, if somebody had rolled a caster, using willpower would have been 90% of what you did. You would have had, because one of your rests you can do is a mid-combat rest, where you just gain a d6 willpower back. And you would have seen people using that.
Just take
a breather.
Take a breather action. Yeah. just hold on. I
feel like if and when we run this again, I think we'll do those heroic abilities maybe a little differently, or
I might give everybody a free one to start, just to get everybody to look at them.
Or maybe sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, either that or like maybe like a mid-adventure, like at some kind of milestone. We're going back to the adventure problem. Well, it's XP. No, it's milestone. it might work as a milestone thing.
It did give you guys did get one milestone
right
heroic ability.
And I thought it was
I did like that.
Yeah, I thought that was a good. That's a good way to do it.
I also feel, as far as like the adventure goes, I think you guys would have done a lot different if you hadn't missed the first like 4 cultists in a row. I think that would have made a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the cultist we were working with obviously wasn't going to tell us what the hell we're doing, because then we might actually not help them. But then the good guys tried to kill us on sight every time we encounter them, so we have no reason to even think about trusting them.
Because the good guys saw you with the cultists. So the good guys thought you were a cultist.
The first thing that happens in the adventure is we find a guy with a magic MacGuffin and tells us to find this person who we find.
They said something. They could have said like, "Hey, you guys know that those are cultists, right?" And then they never said anything.
And Master
we were just being friendly coming into town.
Yeah, everyone's really friendly with us for working for the cultists there.
Master Weatherman did have the cult symbol tattooed on him, but you guys missed the roll to find it.
And if we saw it, we still wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's.
Well,
at that point in the adventure, I had no reason to make dead men naked. So
it would have given you a reason to try to do a myths and legends roll to find out what it is, and it would have set you down that path.
He just likes tattoos.
Yeah, so you missed a lot like really early on. You guys did try to like vibe check Leonara in the beginning, which again, that is something I changed. She's supposed to be going under a pseudonym, and I'm like, okay. I'm reading through it, and because I read through the whole campaign before we started, I'm like, okay, every part of the book does not use her pseudonym. It only has in her introduction that she goes under a pseudonym. I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to read her actual name when she gets... So I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to have her use her actual name the whole time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say no one was checking us anyway. Like we were actively using her name, and everyone else was like, "Oh, her? Yeah, she's over there." It's like
I think her name was supposed to, she was supposed to go in like Annabella or something. I'm like,
yeah, I think that showed up on the
on her token.
Yeah, when we were fighting her,
we were all like, "Who?" Like,
yeah, she was. And again, it's on her token and stuff because I'm supposed to be able to drop that in there and not have to worry about it. But yeah,
like. Why a pseudonym wouldn't help if you don't know who the original person is that they're hiding their identity. So,
see anyone really important?
I was gonna say, all that would end up happening is we'd ask where she is, and everyone would go, "Who? Like what?"
Yeah.
We went through. We ran Dragonbane. We ran the core set. All the videos are in our past thing here. You can look through them. Definitely take a peek and enjoy it. But yeah, as far as Annabella goes. Like the big thing for her going under the pseudonym, and one of the reasons why I did what I did in the beginning is the big demon bat that got shot down right in the beginning and it had that note. The note was signed with her real name. She was the one sending the bats out the whole time. And had you gone to a certain spot in the town, which again, you guys really didn't have a reason to go to unless you were successfully tracking the bats, you would have found that she had the big bats in the cage. But that wouldn't have really helped you because, okay, cool. Now you would have had this real name and pseudonym, which was the idea. Even if you get the bat, you don't know that it's her. And I already had a plan for that. If you had got the note, I was going to use her pseudonym for that so that I didn't screw it up later.
That would have worked.
Yeah.
That actually does make sense. Someone using a pseudonym in their secret message. That makes more sense, actually.
Yeah, so that's I was going to do it that way, so like, because otherwise I'd be like, oh, if the group asked Leonara this, I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm supposed to remember that Leonara is Annabella, and then I'm not supposed to say Leonara when I'm supposed to say Annabella, even though it says Leonara.
That's too much. Doing too much.
I really think the book should have used her pseudonym through the whole thing.
And then
at the end had a reveal on it. And the note, instead of saying, oh yeah, by the way, the note is her pseudonym, the note should have been her real name.
Makes sense. It felt, and this is again just like a surface level vibe, but it kind of felt like at least this one shot, maybe some of these were kind of fall into the trap that a lot of us learn as we're making content of like, don't just have like one solution or just one way to figure out the thing. Like your player, like what's the rule? You need at least 3 clues, kind of rule. Or
what
this game home felt very. Oh, you missed it. Go fuck
Well, I'm
yourself.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of the last session with the statue and the 2 eyes that we only got because after we finished, I actually looked into that in the what we could see through alchemy. It's like, oh, we would have totally fucking died if Steve didn't make this easier on us.
Well, and that was
Or
again
that-
the last 2 sessions. The doors that were hitting you with lightning bolts, every one of you should have been taking that damage. You should have
Oh.
all been taking that damage because it's lightning bolt. It
Stop
zigzags.
touching it!
Yeah, I would have been way less blasé about letting
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, that would have been, well, I guess technically it jumps, but like mathematically it was going to hit most of you every time. So like that's not something that we really were going to get on it. Like, oh, what's the puzzle? Though there's no real clues. Yeah, I'm not making them take, 3d6 damage every round for no clues.
The puzzle is don't touch the door, apparently.
I
Not
feel
right,
like
that's-
some of the hiccup in it too is the VTT itself. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like the VTT wasn't as intuitive as maybe it should have been, or maybe we just didn't know some of the stuff. And
It had issues anytime we were in a place that had multiple levels.
Yes, and there's got to be a way
any
to
kind of
switch 'em.
verticality, any kind of image that would help to see. Just,
yeah, or
I like
just, I mean,
visual
this,
aids.
Because basically,
this
if we
information.
all we had for options was whatever the default tactical map was for seeing where we're at, and that either
And they
reveals
spoiled
stuff
us.
we shouldn't see,
Yeah.
or it was only the first like 2 rooms, and then you go to the next level. It's like, all right, it's in the VTT, but we'd have to search for it, and in the process of doing that, you're going to get spoiled.
And there's ways, like, we figured out, like, 3/4 of the way through, there's ways to add the maps, but again, they're not fog award, they're just open, so you get to see everything. So I think so far, this is only the second VTT that Steve has really ran. And I said third. And I think we like, what's the other one? Foundry a
Foundry.
little better.
I
It's
like
a little
Foundry a lot.
more.
it's clunky. It can be
Yeah,
clunky.
it's
but,
funky. Yeah.
So
but when you get it working, it works. Nicely.
this VTT is specifically made for playing theater of the mind. And that I think it's very, very, very good for that. It becomes very weak as soon as you do tactical. I would have actually liked to see, like if you were just in the basic one, if you just had just a grid, just give me a grid so that I can move tokens. I don't need a map. Just give me a grid. And that would have been better. Oh, that's great, Nate. That sounds really good. We did it in 14, but we kind of expedited a little bit to keep it reasonable length for the channel. I think if I was running this as a home campaign, it probably would have taken you guys 50 sessions. But well, for
How
one
many
thing,
was Alien?
when you guys started to stray off track, I would have just lit you and I would have just invented things for it.
So Alien was
want to check out that volcano.
consistently every month for a year and a half-ish, almost
that
2
long?
years.
We
Yeah, it was.
occasionally got 2 in a month.
We occasionally got 2, and we didn't skip very many.
Boy, it felt like it
Um,
was not that long.
It was long.
It was
I have
long.
a- it was long.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
that
drawn out, but it was still.
Maybe I
that
just don't
was a
remember how.
campaign that I wrote, so that one I had a lot more freedom on.
That was
Same,
fun. I
same
liked
thing.
it.
The
Mhm.
furry D&D game was one that I wrote, and one of my writing styles, like when I write puzzles and when I write things, I write where I want it to start and where I want it to end, and I don't write the middle. I just do that ad lib as we go. So oftentimes I will have puzzles that don't actually have a solution because I want to see what the players are going to try, and I'll figure out what the solution is as they're figuring out what the puzzle is.
Which is a great way to do it for a game that is supposed to be limitless options. Having a strict win-fail condition that requires you to do a certain thing doesn't. You're not giving people the ability to use all their options.
Well, and that's something like my players might come up with a really creative solution, and I'm not going to penalize them for being creative. Okay, cool. I love that. Let's roll with it.
It's better than what I made.
That was definitely the solution the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's some other advice that you guys are giving me and I've gotten reading is like have some idea maybe of what the way out is, but if your players come up with something that is really cool and makes sense and works with the rules, Of course, I always have that plan. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Nathan, I am so waiting for the new version of Alien. I love it.
So are we.
If you
Oh, it's
go
a new fear.
on to the YouTube channel Top Hats Off, I just ran Destroyer of Worlds. I was the guest GM for that for the last. Well, it was the last month, but one of them was Scots and Cats. So weeks 1, 2, and 4 were Alien. So I just ran that over on Top Hats Off. Really like that. Really looking forward to the next time we take a break and I get to run. Oh God, what's the last one called? Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, it was actually really cool to get to play in Destroyer World too, because it was like Steve said, a little bit more combat heavy. So it was definitely one that like Mike will probably enjoy.
But it lacked the Tremors world.
It did lack the Tremors world.
So I know we weren't gonna go super long tonight.
Did I send that meme earlier?
Oh, we got a couple more things to talk about. but-
Oh yeah, I know we got more stuff to talk about. I just
we're not gonna like force ourselves to the 2. If we do the 2 hours,
Yeah.
great. We're not gonna force it though. Setting. Let's talk about the Misty Veil.
Contained, nice and.
Has it been
Fine.
has it been filled in with lava yet?
No, we
no
ended.
pyroclastic ash. No lava though.
Okay. As long as some guy was embarrassingly preserved running from the brothel, that's good.
I feel like it was fine. I think it was a good
I had no
setting.
strong feelings
So-
for it. It was good that it was a veil and it felt it was contained.
Everything written for Dragonbane takes place in the Misty Veil.
Okay.
It's not, like
not
D&D we
official.
always make fun of for only using the Forgotten Realms. This is actually worse. We only use this one valley. Which means if you need an extra something, you can grab it from a different book or a different thing. You can throw anything in there because they all take place in the same spot. I think that is simultaneously a strength and weakness.
Yeah.
It feels a little bad when your civilization is a town with like 8 people that have any purpose to their life.
And are poor as fuck.
And have we can give you a job. It'll pay you like 30 copper.
Well,
But you
that's
need
just
50
something I offered you
gold.
just because it's not in the book. There's no side jobs in this. There's no quests or anything like side quests.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. I'll have to check. We have some of the third party stuff. I'll have to see if it's also in the Misty Veil.
I am fine with that. It depends on the size of adventure you want to run. I feel, sure we make fun of places like the whole thing in D&D takes place in the Forgotten Realms, but honestly,
Forgotten Realms is huge.
Forgotten Realms is huge, and most of your adventures take like all of Baldur's Gate 3 takes place along a chunk of a river valley. Like it's
Yeah.
incredibly small, and that game feels like you go everywhere. So like I agree in general that it's kind of funny that it's all in this valley, but at the same time, I think that's just a common gamer thing where we're used to, we have the world map, and it's like, no, it's gonna take you 3 weeks to get up this river and like where do you need to go? Like,
I liked the variety of areas though.
yeah, it felt like
Like,
it was just a RPG valley.
Bigger on the outside. I don't know. But I did like all the different areas.
Still don't know what that grinning tree was on the map.
Well, that was yes, we do. It was
That was something else.
That was something
no, it was
else.
the tree with the apple tree.
The
No, it was
grinning
a different
tree is
tree.
just a grinning tree. I have no idea what it's for.
It is not referenced anywhere in the
Future.
in alchemy.
Yeah, so that's
Now we got
Uh,
2 grinning trees out there.
when
Thanks.
I loved talking about the map. I absolutely loved the spider cave where it tells me specifically not to mention that it's spiders, not to let my players know it's spiders. It's definitely not spiders. And then there's a big ass spider on the map.
I was gonna laugh. I was earlier when we were talking about the limitations of the VTT. I was like, hey, you think there's a spider in this game?
Oh, nice. Nathan says Path of Glory is outside the valley.
Oh, nice. And it looks like we have an Amanda.
Every
Yay.
every time you say Path of Glory, I go back to my World of Warcraft days. The Path of Glory is a road made of Draenei bones.
Uh-huh.
When I'm just
And I was
thinking
like-
of like Star Trek, some weird Klingon thing.
It's
I thought Path of Glory was the name of like the PvP progression system in one of the expansions.
It might have been.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Maybe
any of
all I
it.
know, yeah, all I know is my Draenei got turned into pavement by the works, and it's. I remember being a little kid in Burning Crusade and going up and getting a quest to go sanctify. I'm like, sanctify the road with it, and you get close and you can see the skeleton texture. And you're like, oh my god, like this is a lot.
I remember during the first expansion when we abused the crap out of some of the enchants, and we were doing the 10 to 19 PvP stuff at level 10 and kicking the crap out of people because things didn't scale well.
Don't worry, they
Yeah,
still-
you'd go as a ret paladin and have a shield spike on, and everyone just kill themselves when they attack you.
Oh, well, and I did the legging enchants that gave me like 200% crit, and then the counterweight that made my 4.0 attack speed weapon go at like 0.3. So like, yeah, so essentially I'm doing like damage like I'm level 40, but I'm level 10.
Okay, so Path of Glory in Warcraft leads from the foot of Stair of Destiny to Hellfire Citadel.
Okay, yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's
I
I
yeah,
was
it's
mixing
the
it
one.
with Path of the Titans, which was what they were going to call
Yeah.
one of the progression systems.
and it
they
never came
did.
out.
Yep.
It's wherever the dance studio is.
I love that still doesn't exist.
I remember being a little kid and be like, that was such a cultural awakening. Being like, where do all these dances come from? Wow, they're so.
Thierry, I think
Fucking
you're
Tunic 2 is the
misjudging
Draenei.
how wide the United States is, unless you're meaning Washington D.C. and not Washington State. I think if you mean Washington D.C., I think you're about right. But if you mean Washington State, that's a way longer area than the Forgotten Realms.
So
Oh yeah, they definitely mean
Amanda,
DC.
Amanda, just any thoughts on the system as a whole or your character while we've got you?
I wish I'd have been able to look into it more because I would have, put more into bushcrafting at the beginning.
Yeah, I think everybody could use a little bit different on the skills.
Yeah.
He could have been so much more evil to us with bushcraft, though.
Oh, I
was
was
yeah, no.
supposed to
when
make
we
you
were
roll
reading
it
through
every
things
time you
for the
rested.
heroic skills, and I read like what the rules are for bushcraft at one point. It's like, oh god,
Was bushcraft just
Yeah.
kind of like the catch-all skill?
It's
Yes.
not the
it's the
catch-all
camping
skill.
skill.
It's the camping skill, and it's not like 5e. When you say I set up a tent, no, roll me bushcraft to make sure you've safely set up the tent. If you haven't, if you fail your bushcraft roll, you don't benefit from that rest.
We put it on top of a pile of red ants. Or
And, yeah,
red
and
ant
you'll get
nest.
things like when you guys fall in the water. Okay, well, you have to make bushcraft rolls to get warmed up, and if you don't, you take a d6 of damage every turn until you either warm up or die.
Because again, it's Sweden, and so all the water is icy, frigid, cold, and kills you.
Yeah.
I so bringing up the fact that it is a Scandinavian based thing. I would like to see the original writing of that riddle that I think was not written well in English.
Yeah,
I think their
yeah,
team, when they localized it for this, probably should have rewrote all the puzzles.
Which is a very classic problem. Yeah, because again, like the whole it started with like we are two things. What am I the one thing of? And it's like that's grammatically weird.
I think you guys
and
had it right.
it made it unclear if it was
But-
looking for.
Because you said the right
one
answer.
answer or two
You
answers.
you confused yourself a bit. And Nathan, we didn't. The only improvised weapon we used was the torch. None of them ever tried any other improvised weapons. That's a thing in the system. Is there's a lot of improvised weapon cards. You're like, oh, I grab an improvised weapon, and you can pull a random card to see what you find in that area, and they're based off of your locale. So you'd be like, oh, I'm going to grab
I didn't know it was an option.
yeah, I grab an improvised weapon in the tavern,
Yeah.
and you'll make a tavern pull. It's
I would have done that way more
fun.
if I.
A tankard of mead.
My
Slam
chicken
right in
leg.
someone's head.
Or
My
would the halfling
controlling
count as an
her
improvised
leg.
weapon?
Yes,
The thing is,
halflings
you
count
take
as
a
a
tankard of meat as a weapon, and you'll never financially recover in this world.
It's true.
That system that actually makes me want to run Killer Kobolds from Outer Space again, because that's very much how that entire thing works. Like, here's all your little fun weapony gadgets. Enjoy.
That sounds funny.
They were very super flavorful, and some of them are insanely powerful.
So this was kind of for Nathan on chat. This was our like maiden voyage into streaming a TTRPG system. So I think as we're moving forward, Steve and myself will be doing a lot more prep and legwork.
This was
going
just make it
forward.
work.
Yeah.
It exists. Now we can make it pretty. If you watch Top Hats Off, if you watch Alien, I made a much better overlay for that. I did a lot better on that.
Not just the overlay, but just learning the system and the world and making sure us as players also understand that because most of our players are 5e players.
Yeah, so and again, that's why we did like the 2 session zeros, which we will do for the next one. There'll always be a small amount of echo. Always, we were going to have a small amount of echo. We cannot fix that.
It became more prominent. I was just wondering if
Sorry.
It's because this mic is hot. So whenever she's talking, you're getting her mic and her echo off of my mic. I would need to put a divider between us or something to fix that.
No, it happened to pick. I wasn't sure if something changed or not. That's all.
Yeah.
I think it was
Me
just
being
cool.
a
Just
loud
happened to be. And we love you for it.
Which actually brings us to a good segue there. Next campaign. Do we want to keep using Discord? Because I know Discord's easier for all of you. Or do we want to go to something like Video Ninja or StreamYard? Because that is substantially easier for me. And it kills the thing like the echo.
We like making your life harder.
Make my life hard is fun. I know
I
you
could
guys
not have
enjoy
been better time, Mike. Thank you.
I'd be willing to try anything.
Yeah,
Just putting that out there.
I'm happy to try new things if it makes it easier for you.
I've done Video Ninja, so I know how to set that up for me and Ash at least.
So I would probably do Video Ninja. We use StreamYard for Scots and Cats. Video Ninja honestly works very similar to Discord. The difference is when I go to pull your frames, your actual camera feeds into OBS, I get a browser link for each of you individually. So I can do this is Kel's link, this is Czar's link, this is Ash's link. And if one of you changes your camera or drops out, it doesn't reshuffle into everything. If somebody's missing, I don't have to go, oh crap, I have to redo all my stuff because I have a different number of players.
We'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Just once.
As long as it's learnable, like not super out of reach, then yeah, sure, why not?
Weird aside, wasn't Video Ninja like an old in camcorder or in VCR editing?
Well, it's VDO Ninja.
Oh, okay.
Video.ninja.
Yeah, VDO.ninja.
No, I was like, I remember this from the Red Letter Media guys talking about it.
You have to say it with a Japanese accent. VTO Ninja.
I also love that you asked their opinions because basically I'm gonna make a decision and make everybody do it. Because that's just
overruled.
You know what? Actually, fuck it. I want Discord now.
I think we should probably play with Video Ninja and StreamYard just off a stream. Just have a chat, hang out with players. We might do our session 0 over one of them to see how we like it. But StreamYard and Video Ninja are the ones I would be likely to do. I don't remember if you could do a push-to-talk hotkey in Video Ninja. I couldn't figure out how to do it in StreamYard. The advantage to StreamYard is you can actually share parts of your screen as a player. But we don't really need that for this. So I probably lean towards Video Ninja. I know I used it for Twitch. Mike and Dapper Dinosaur joined me one time on one of the streams through Video Ninja, and it worked very well.
Yeah, I actually used it a couple times, and it worked pretty well. There were some weird things where it kept, I think it was removing your admin rights over the chat.
Yes. Not that I cared because it was you and Dapper. Oh God, no! What are you guys going to do?
I can't remember what it was causing an issue. There was an issue it was causing, but that was just the first time we were using it.
Yeah, it has to do with how the chat's set up in the beginning of it, and how the links work. So I'm sure we'll screw it up when we start using it if we start using Video Ninja, but I think it would be a better tool for what we're doing.
Well, as we segue from what we'll be using, we're going to be going into Fantasy Grounds, which is another new to us VTT. And we are doing Cyberpunk Red.
I watched that video.
Downside
Gotta pay rent and
to
stuff.
yeah, downside
Boo.
to Fantasy Grounds is everybody has to have the demo. So you don't have to buy it, but you will have to have the demo.
I think I do.
Yeah, super easy. You can get it off of Steam.
Oh, well,
Oh, that makes it easy.
if it's
Yeah,
on Steam.
we were able to pick up the license and the core book and the adventure on Steam sale, which is awesome.
There hasn't been a lot on sale on Steam this time that I'm interested in, but that I definitely was glad to get. There
every game that I was
is,
interested in is not
there
on a
is
good
another
discount.
VTT that is on sale right now on Steam, and that is Tailspire.
Heard
But
good things, but I know very little.
Tailspire requires you all to have it.
Yeah. And we're not going to do that to our friends, so.
Thank you.
Fantasy Grounds is only $13 right now. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's the ultimate
Tailspire does have a guest edition.
It does have a guest edition, but there's some weird things with it. But Tailspire is fun because it's a VTT with 3D maps.
Apparently, I've set Tailspire to be ignored.
Mike's all spam.
Yeah, like Nathan's saying right now. Nice thing about video is you can set everyone's audio separately in a browser source, and we did just order a Steam Link Plus, which will give me the audio dials. So if I'm using Video Ninja, I can then adjust your guys' volumes on the fly without having to like go click into Discord and move shit around and try to figure things out. And I'll be able to see all of your audio mixers up on there. I could technically add an audio wave to everybody so that you could see when you're talking. There's quite a few things I could do.
Did they release a new Alien game yesterday?
I think so.
Incursion?
Alien
is
Rogue
what I was
Incursion.
looking at?
Yeah.
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 But yeah, so I'm excited. Fantasy Grounds is one that I haven't looked into pretty much at all. So this is gonna be, we have a month for Steve and I to learn things. So it should be fun.
Well, if you can figure it out within the next 6 days, and give us a review. It's on sale for 6 more days.
Yeah. Like I said, you guys only have to have the demo, so you don't have to buy it. That's you can run off
But
the
if
demo.
it's cool and I want it,
Well, then buy it. And it is.
And it'll probably go on sale.
It is on
Having-
sale, 75% off right now.
that's what I did.
Having
Yeah, I
messed
know.
with yeah, having messed with it a little bit, I've messed with. I do like it.
$12.
I just have to shout out. I love it. My coworker is currently watching us be nerds, and I love it. So hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
I will look into the Reaper plugins for OBS, and that definitely audio is a pain in the ass in OBS, and it would be amazing for it to be better.
Yeah, and for the players or whoever we end up having play, Cyberpunk Red will probably go the same route the Dragonbane did, 15 to 20, 25 episodes, depending.
For all of these, I'm going to aim for somewhere in that range because I do want us to be able to rotate systems and get some things going.
Do not want anybody to burn out playing, except Mike and Ash, because they don't count because they don't have lives. And they know it's true. But yeah, so I'm excited to rotate through systems. Steve and I both love other systems other than 5e, and we haven't gotten enough interaction with them. So
The other thing about me and Ash is we can always sit out a game because we can always just go to your house for weekends for other games for that couple months.
Yeah. So Jason messaged me on Discord and says there is a way to do push to talk on Video Ninja. So you guys can keep your push to talk and not have to suffer.
that'll be nice.
We were suffering a little bit on Scots and Cats because I didn't have time to mess with StreamYard to see if it had push to talk. So I was having to do it by clicking on and off the thing.
Fun. I was talking and Maddie was like, "What was that?"
Maddie is Dr. Maddie. She goes under Science Side Up for her main channel, but she also has OK Roll, which is currently doing a game called Big Gay Orcs. Definitely go give her channel some love. It's very interesting. They're just starting up. She could use some views and some watches and things like that. It's really good what they have. They just did what was the system called? It's like Pride and Prejudice type system. It was like Victorian, like noble lady mech battles.
She likes some off systems. It's great.
Sounds like it.
I'm looking her up right now.
But yeah, so while he's looking it up, what was I gonna say about? I was gonna say something about Cyberpunk, and now it left my brain. So that's gone. Whatever I was gonna say.
All right, there. I linked her channel in our chat. Make sure you go give her some, give her a watch, subscribe, check her stuff out. That's something she does on the side. She is an actual like PhD, so she does not have a lot of time. She also has a toddler, so she's a PhD with a toddler. The fact that she does this is like, that's a lot.
That's
Oh,
made me
that's
really
what I was
tired.
gonna say. So this coming month, in October,
Great name.
we are gonna pre-record with Mike and Ash the big box game of some type to release on Sundays. So we're not sure what exactly that's gonna look like. We'll have maybe some live chat going, maybe a special Discord join or something like that.
Yeah,
but
we'll do something. So we'll have Mike and Ash out for that. We might get some extra players. Might be one or two more players, just depending on what's going on. But we're gonna run through. We'll all kind of sit down, pick out one of the big box games. We'll learn it, and we will do the entire like learning it and going through it and filling things out all on probably a live stream for patrons, and then we'll do our recorded videos released for everybody else, where we will probably edit out a lot of our weird fumblings. So if you want to laugh at us, yeah, you're gonna have to make sure you're there when we go live.
I'm still kind of leaning for just like Ash in general because I think she would enjoy it. Is Mice and Mystics,
Yeah.
Mice and Mystics is very good.
and it's a good gateway.
Yeah,
It's a DC character, right?
Yeah, it's your big box game. It's not quite a big box game. It doesn't do the full like fill out a character sheet. It's all little cards. It's very, very basic. It's just 5e as a board game with mice.
You little mice.
We could also just, film a special series of teaching Ash how to play Magic the Gathering.
Ooh, yeah, I could do that too.
Ooh.
The one thing I will say about Mice and Mystics is there is a buttload of reading,
There is.
which is 108 gallons. So
Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out.
yeah, for
Yeah.
anybody that didn't know, buttload is actually a unit of measure.
You're a buttload.
Wine, baby.
Let's see, what else do we got? Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about as far as Dragonbane, BTT, channel, upcoming stuff?
Halloween's coming. That's pretty cool.
Halloween.
I like
pretty
that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Halloween.
We're probably going to be exhausted when Halloween comes by because we'll still be recovering from the plane trip.
Yep.
I guess that'll be a week after we get back, so we'll probably be okay by then.
You're fine.
No, but then is your dad? He's not gonna make us go to one of his.
He's not going to make
Party-
us go. I mean, we're invited.
Last time they were an hour and a half late to their own party
But they're
as
not
they were
going to
on.
be late this time, but there is the issue of the people that are inviting that party are all into smoking and alcohol, which we have zero interest in.
Well, we can always come up and spend, unless Steve's streaming on Friday for Top Hats Off, we can always come up and do like horror movie marathon.
Ooh.
Yeah. We did that one year at Mike's house on Clinton, and it was fun.
Yeah, we did. That was good. Let's see, what else fun is coming up? Let's see.
Extra Life in November. We'll just
Extra
plug
Life
that
in
again.
November. We'll plug that
We are
date.
going to do something on the channel. We do not know what yet. I will be figuring that the fuck out, apparently.
We'll probably be doing some random ass stream, and there'll probably just be a QR code up for you guys and a link for you guys to do donations. But we'll figure out exactly what we're doing.
Might be half at the game store, half at home. We don't know
Yeah,
yet.
we'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll figure out what we're doing. Playing one of the adventure games all the way through is one of the things we might do. The only thing about that is I got to figure a good way to grab audio from the stupid app. Last time I was trying to do that, it refused to do it, but I'm sure we can figure something out.
I mean,
That's one of a
other than
Jackbox day.
that- Yeah, we'll have to plan a Jackbox day and off.
That
day.
might also
I
be
think-
a Patreon edited.
Yeah, we need to do a Jackbox
Yeah.
day. We need to do some video game days where we just have some chill. Let's crash out. And
You
play
guys
some
have
video
still
games.
you still have to teach me World. Monster
Yes,
World,
we
so-
were just actually
yeah.
talking about that with
Teary.
Thierry, and that also reminds me. Did I ever get you into Bagel Brigade?
So I think I also want to pop in occasionally a couple of one shots. We've got some good friends of our channel who are regulars at Steve and I's tables in real life that would like to play. One of them being an Aiden, but his schedule's a little funky. So we might do some pre-recorded one shots. I know we also have Mike and Ash have Humblewood coming, which will be a break when Steve needs it, and I will be DMing. So beware.
Yay.
For little animals fighting for
Yes.
Being
Stuff.
adorable.
All right.
Mhm.
So Thierry and Kel are both now members of the Bagel Brigade. We are a fantastic squad of Monster Hunter peeps that play all the games.
Yeah, I think we should do like a Borderlands day stream, a Monster Hunter stream.
I really
We'll
want to
get
do
in
a
there.
Borderlands 2 Golden Run where you do the 4 starting Vault Hunters and you play through without repeating anything as far as you can.
I call Maya.
Ooh.
So yeah, so you're not allowed to like farm, you're not allowed to go back. It's kind of like playing Path of Exile solo Southbound, but with Borderlands.
But on the other hand, Krieg.
Well, he's not one of the originals. No Krieg, no Gage.
I know, that's why I'm saying other hand.
That's why I called Maya.
Maya's my other backup. Although
Yeah.
one of my favorite playthrough I ever did was one with my friend where I was what's the commander's name?
Aston.
Aston, and we just personified his turret to be named her Betsy, and it was his new girlfriend after the breakup with his.
There is audio in the game of Gage talking about giving the turret a sexy female voice personality. That is canon in the series.
That's awesome because that was just what it was. I flirted with the turret, and then when I got the upgrade to have the 2 turrets, it became a whole thing where I was like, I can't let my girlfriends know about each other. I have 2 separate lives. Like, I would set them up around the corner from one another.
Axton
so they
was
couldn't-
his name. With an X.
Axton. I was gonna say Ashton. Sound right. Axton. That's what I.
Yeah,
He
Axton,
was a good time, but
Axton,
Maya's
Salvador,
Maya's
Zero,
fun.
and Maya.
Yeah, so I
When
think we have,
Siren's not fun.
we have good things coming up for the channel as long as we can continue to have the bandwidth for them. We will be doing our best.
Yeah. So we'll be working on getting the big box games going. Hopefully we have the something soon. I don't want to skip a week. So if we don't have a big box video ready next week, I will do a video game stream or I will do a painting stream or we'll do something.
It might be painting.
Yeah, we won't miss a week.
Because we
Tyranny.
do have a lot of minis to paint.
You still have the
Tyranny.
humble one ones. We should go over there and do those.
Never played 2? What?
Yes.
Oh God, we got to get you
That's-
at Borderlands 2. Okay, so
That's
Kel
criminal.
and Thierry, you are both required to poke at me when you guys want to play. So from Worlds, and for some Borderlands, I guarantee you we can get a Borderlands going. In fact, Thierry, I have a friend in Germany that plays Borderlands 2, so I get you somebody that's more local too.
You don't have friends.
Does Germany
I
still
don't.
does Germany still do a lot of weird editing and censorship with their video games? Or
Not as much as
I
they
know
used to.
I know that was a thing for a while, for a long while. Where like, I remember the Orange Box having its own edition over there.
Yeah, I think Ash is right. We definitely need to have a painting stream because we have Humblewood minis and we have Mice and Mystics minis that could
That
be
is
painted.
very much true. And we had all our Mice and Mystics minis painted, but then we gave those away, and we have unpainted
To my
ones.
cousin.
So we need to repaint them.
Unpainted them.
You know what? They were some of the first minis we painted and they were fine. But I was like, he doesn't paint minis. I'm gonna just give them all to him. And we have 2 or 3 sets of them.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have to get some things going. So let's see. On our list, we've got to get Tiri and Kel proficient in Monster Hunter.
That is low on the list.
That's the first thing on the list. We've got to get Tiri through Borderlands 2. That's definitely a thing.
I would say playing with someone who hasn't played before is the only thing that can get me to do Flynn again.
So
I played none of those games.
Okay, we got to get Ash through Borderlands 2.
No.
Ash would be good with
She
Dave.
does not like shooters in general.
What if the gun screams at you? Does that make it better?
It
What
cusses
if
at
it's
you.
purple? Can it be purple?
Oh, there's
Oh,
purple.
It can be.
So-
Yeah, there's a purple gun that screams at you.
That's Borderlands pre-sequel though, Boganella. That's the purple one that screams at you. Although that is the best gun that screams at you, and is probably the only good thing out of Borderlands pre-sequel. I mean, what?
That one.
Don't most of the Borderlands just have weapon skins you can just apply though?
The new ones do. I think that started in 3.
I could have sworn it started in the original.
So, actual list of things that we have going on. Big box games upcoming this month, and or mini painting streams, and or some video game streams. Coming in November, we have Cyberpunk Red being run on Foundry VTT by Steve.
Fantasy.
Or not Foundry. Fantasy Grounds.
Also, Tiri gave us
VTT.
an update on the German censor things currently.
And players are still to be determined. It depends on people's bandwidth, interest. We have not gotten that far yet. I do have a list. But yeah, so that will probably last us up to the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, and we will be trying to shuffle our players between games. I'm sure we will have a lot of the same players. We're probably going to try for the 5 players plus an extra, but I might make it 6 players plus an extra because 6 works so well. I do like having that extra slot to bring guest players in. That's how we got Czar. If we hadn't had that, we would not have had Czar.
We might have anyway.
Maybe.
We need.
You can always add a person.
I feel like
Nope,
we
illegal.
needed that extra person. Like we needed that 6th person.
It definitely helped. It was definitely nice. I'm so glad Czar was able to drop in and join in on this game. That made a really nice bump to the party. I think that fit Gurhis fit very, very well. I also love that my Starfinder character that I stopped playing as in order to be here was essentially named Hisker.
Yeah.
It was just Thorana, but it was supposed to be said as a hiss and a growl. So, like, it was perfect.
Yeah. So that's
I have a character. I have a list of character names, and one of them it's just a list of consonants, and then in parentheses it just says spoken as guttural burping. Like,
and on
Anyway.
that note,
Hey.
you guys can check us out on Patreon. I'm working on getting a better schedule of Patreon stuff and putting up some uncensored videos of the cats, or maybe even Steve being a dumbass. Who knows?
I do be dumbass quite a bit.
He does. We're on Blue Sky. I don't post a lot there, and we're on Instagram, and I also don't post a lot on Instagram because Instagram's hard. You have to have a
It's also
thumbnail
just
and-
Facebook with a different face on it.
Yeah.
So we do Blue Sky Patreon a little bit more. I've been posting on the YouTube community, so find us stuff there. Yeah, we've got some cool stuff coming up.
Tiri's talking about the suicide bomber in the game being a barrel on stumpy legs, and I am just I'm immediately going back to Big Booming in Lineage 2.
Those were fun exploits.
That was for anybody that didn't know, this was a definitely exploit in Lineage 2 that they hadn't officially said was not allowed, and Mike and I did it like a couple times, and it's like, I'm level 1. I'm level 40. Yay!
Yeah, you had a character who could summon little golems as their pet, and they take some of your experience with you. One of them, its whole purpose in life was to explode.
It's literally
It was-
a powder keg riding a unicycle. It has a funnel for a head, and it's holding a torch. When you hit the attack button, it lifts the torch up to its head and explodes. That's its whole purpose.
And the exploit was you take this high level character with that ability to a high level zone, and a party with a low level character, and the high level character can send their minion around while they're just sitting on the ground not moving, and you outrange your big boom character so that you're out of its range for experience sharing, but the level 1 is.
So
And they get the full share of experience.
we were killing like level what we got, like 30-ish,
60.
like level 60 characters, and the level 1 gets experience for all of those kills in a game that is very exponential.
It was
On that
totally
note-
a creative use of game mechanics.
Yes.
I think. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Mike, do you know that the Vindictus is coming back out again?
No,
We're getting a new
not that.
Vindictus.
I have no
Final
interest
thought-
in Vindictus.
New one looks good.
It has outgrown its fun.
I'm really hoping the new one looks good. I'm really hoping it brings that back, but
It won't be.
I'm don't Mike, don't curse it.
It's
But
a
yeah.
free MMO in 2025. It's going to be trash.
The new one is focused more towards single player. But anyways, final thoughts. Dragonbane was great. I love my players. Thank you all so very much for joining on this. I love our chat. Definitely get the word out. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, get everybody in here. We'll start a drinking game mid stream if we have to. I don't care. We'll get all of our chat plastered. Catch us
Sorry,
for the
Mike.
next one. We got stuff coming up. Next main game will be Cyberpunk Red.
Yeah, join Patreon, Discord. Even if you join Patreon for free, you get a lot of the same stuff right now because I don't have the bandwidth to figure out paid shit. So, but join Discord because we're a fun group of people and we're nerds and assholes. So, yeah.
Especially assholes.
Oh, very much yes. Sunday, our Sunday for this week, we haven't had a chance to record anything. I've got family things going on. I may or may not be able to get anything recorded and edited. If we can't, we will do a live stream if we can to have something.
Or I will do a quick unboxing and post
Yeah,
it.
so we'll do
Raw.
something. We're going to get you guys something. It might not be a full-fledged video this time. Sorry about that, but TLDR, my grandpa has stage 4 cancer. One of our friends has
Also stage 4 cancer.
Things aren't great, so we're kind of working with that.
At least you brought a good excuse.
Couple weeks. Yeah. Yeah, so we got a lot going on, but we got it handled.
All right. I don't think we need a post chat this time, since that's basically what this entire thing was.
Yeah. I think we're good.
I'm gonna get off of here and play a little bit of Borderlands, and if you're in the Discord, I'll pop it up there so you guys can watch.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much. We will catch you for the next one. Say goodbye to all our players. I'm sure this is not the last time you've seen them, but we might have some shuffles on the next one. Catch you guys next time. Play more games.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Okay, it says we're out.
Okay, so for Kel's face,